had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
They're going to look to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
The Seahawks had 10-3 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
D. Eskridge
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. There's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
That one to Swain complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That minute will stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
He threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he slings one that's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on.
Well, we're in the latter. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And so they resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, you're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
To throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's complete to Swain.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Short throw to Disley. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Rolling to his left. It's caught. Block it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is the tight end fan. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On the delay, here's Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And out now come the Seahawks. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now... This is Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
This complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
D. Eskridge.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Seahawks extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.